I'm so forever grateful for you all and all of the support. You guys have been just pouring in like no tomorrow, especially these different countries. I never even knew that Facebook was like this or other platforms was like this, but it's crazy the amount of support that we have. Please click like and share. You are tonight. You are going to be. Let me make this public because StreamYard gets crazy. You are going to talk with again, Carolyn. Okay. Hey sis, I see you. Hey everybody, thank you for joining. Please let me see some hearts. I love when you guys have the hearts on, um, because I love you and I know you love me. And that's all that matters is that we got love for one another. Let me make this public. Okay, now it is public, and I have to do that every time when it comes to StreamYard. So do me a favor and share. Please share. Carolyn Jones Horsey is going to be talking about A Call to Philly, her book that she is in the process of finishing. I've been coaching her, and a part of her contract is podcasts, that she gets a chance to come on the podcast and learn how to publicly talk to people, speak to people, give tips about what's going on with her book, how far she's gotten in her book. I'm super excited to be on this journey with her. We have a whole, oh gosh, 17, 18-year history together because we're going to be, I'm going to be 18 years clean soon. Yeah, 18. Yeah, I'll be 18 years clean in about 4 or 5 months, June. Wow, who would have ever thought that I would be off of crack cocaine in those years? I'm just forever grateful that God and the various fellowships and religions and beliefs saved me from a crack addiction. And then I survived a cancer diagnosis. And the first month of COVID hit the United States, I conquered COVID-19, not more than once. Everybody should have had it by now. They're trying to make us live with it. So without further ado, well, thank you so much. And without further ado, the podcast gave birth from my book. The book gave birth to WURD 96.1 FM and 900 AM radio talk show host I became. And then I am now coaching, business coaching. I'm motivational speaking all over the world. I do divorce coaching, life coaching. I am a therapist by trade, substance abuse specifically. I'm a strong believer that if someone is struggling with the disease of addiction, my personal job is to go and help that person. So that's what I do every day, all day. I love it. At one point, I thought when I got my doctorate degree that I was supposed to be a director and all this, that, and the other. Nope. I found my niche. I know where I belong. I love helping people in various forms outside of the treatment center. And this is one way that God gave me. And so for that, I'm truly grateful. Without further ado, we're going to bring on Carolyn Horsey Jones, and let's give her a warm welcome. Hey.
Hey there.
How you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you well.
Yes.
I like your shirt color.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Almost the color of my skin.
Okay. I know that's right. How you feel today? Everything's going good?
I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good.
Again, we're sorry here at Bring It to the Table. We're sorry, for your loss. I know you've suffered a recent loss.
Yes. Yes.
How you making out through that?
I'm making out with that. I'm just not making out with them justifying the case. They justified it, so it's closed. So, but it is what it is. He's gone now, but nevertheless, God's gonna deal with whomever pulled the trigger. So,
and He lives within us.
Yes.
One of the things that I learned at the spiritual retreat was that I go to Spiritual Unity Retreat with Dr. Robin Lacey Smith every
Yes.
year. One of the things that she taught us at the spiritual retreat was not in reincarnation and what they come back as, but what you remember him as and what on earth today reminds you of him, you know, and
Yes.
that's how he will forever live with
Yes.
you. I know Monday for me is the my mother's birthday. It's
Yes.
Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my sister is, I know my one sister is saying stuff like, "I'm not going to work. I'm not doing anything," and it's sort of like a holiday and honoring her and things like that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm,
Yes.
I don't, I have my own therapist, so I have my own way of coping
Mm-hmm.
with my death. But when special days like her birthday come and Mother's Day and stuff like that, that impacts me. But I try not to let it get me. I think of the good things about her,
Yes.
you know. So, all right, enough about that because we'll be up here crying if we keep it
Yeah,
going.
true that.
Alaikum salam, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Thank you, Kevin, for joining. Thank you, sis, for joining. I see you all. I really do appreciate all your love and support. Thank you so much. You're listening to author Doc B and Carolyn Jones Horsey. She is in the process of writing her first book, which it's been a long time coming. And the name of it is The Call to Lily. How you making out with the book, Carolyn?
I'm making out pretty good. I did some heavy writing today while I was at work in peace. It was very quiet on my unit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm practically at the end of the first part of the book.
Okay, nice.
So yes, so I'm really excited about what I've already put there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm learning some things as
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing and typing. Um, you know, I've also ran across something that stood out for me. Like it says, like the strongest position I have ever been in has been surrender.
Mm-hmm.
That was a strong position for me, and it's still standing as being strong for me today. Because when it comes down to the things I did in my past, when it came down to me being an addict.
Mm-hmm.
Um, None of that stuff bothers me today. None of that stuff bothers me because, like, it took the pain to help me to grow to get me where I am
Mm-hmm.
today. You
Sure.
know, yes. So
Sure.
I'm steady just learning some things. And who
Mm-hmm.
knows? Who knows where God is leading me? Who
Oh,
knows?
he's definitely has always had his hands on you and leading you. He's
Yes,
always every
yes.
decision that you made, every prayer you shot up. Uh-oh, one of your family members, they're like, hey, Aunt Plum, they on Facebook on your page.
Hey, who's there?
They here somewhere. I'm telling you, they all over. And we're
Yes,
grateful for them, we're grateful for our viewers, and people
yes,
and our supporters. I noticed that on your book group page on Facebook that every day you've been very adamant about and consistent about posting on there, and
yes,
saying positive messages and things of that nature. And that is how it works. That's how you build your brand and your audience
yes.
through social media.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah. And so what is one of the things besides um active addiction not bothering you because you using it to actually move you forward in
Um,
your process of life? Oh, that's
um,
Thomasina. Girl, look, they say, hey, Felice Thomasina. Say, hey, girl.
hey, Thomasina. Hey.
No. Hey, Thomasina. Tommy. We love you, girl. Oh my God,
Um,
Thomasina.
So when I spoke on that, um, I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what I meant was like I still have family members that, you know what I'm saying, indulge in drinking and indulge in day weed or whatever. None of that
Mm-hmm.
stuff bothers me. That's what I
Right.
mean. None of
Okay.
that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because it says once the desire has lifted from you, it's gone. It's
Come on.
gone. And my desire been gone.
Oh yeah,
It
90 days.
it been
Yeah,
left
what
me.
we was 50, 60 days in with our desire.
Yes,
We were
yes,
so busy, we had no
yes,
idea it was gone.
yes. Yeah.
Right? Remember?
Yes, sir. And listen, and I always have been the type that feared change, feared it. I feared it, right? But see, when it came down to me uh starting my journey to clean myself up, like
Mhm,
it wasn't me, it was God. It was
mhm,
God all the time. He was
mhm,
leading me and I was following, you
mhm.
know, because I never thought that I was gonna be able to come out.
Right. And so
Yeah.
this is your final podcast tonight. How do you feel? You have a kind so far, you done accomplished all of this stuff. We have a
Wow.
90-day goal plan, and you are just about at the end of it.
Yes, I was sharing with one of my coworkers um, yesterday on the phone. She called me from in the morning, yesterday morning, while I was at work, and she was at her other job, and she said to me, we was talking. We talked for about 2 hours, believe it or not, and
Wow.
she said to me that I have read some things to her, um, like she said, Miss Carolyn, you sound like you preaching. She told me,
Mm.
she said, she said, you sound just like a preacher. She said, oh my goodness. And that blew me out the water. Hey, I say,
Oh,
wow.
no, why? Because when we were,
I was like,
I
wow.
no,
Yeah.
but I specifically remember when we were about 90 day, no, between maybe what was it, 6 months to that year when they gave us the Phenomenal Woman's Award in church.
Mm-hmm.
You remember
Mm-hmm.
we got that award when
Yes.
it was
Yep.
our, it was within our first year clean, right?
Yes. It was before the first year.
Well,
Yeah, we were
it
on
was
our
like
way to
we
the
were on
first.
our way and they were giving
Yes.
out these okay, and so they gave the church gave us that church. And so
Yes.
but the woman that gave us that said something similar to what that lady just said to you. That is
Mm-hmm.
not like preaching. Do you
Yeah.
remember?
I remember. I
Everybody,
remember.
okay, because you had scripture in your heart way back then.
Yes.
So it's fair to say that you knew God way
Oh
back
yeah.
then.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
He was always there. I just left him, but he never left me. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he don't leave us. He don't leave us.
Mm-mm. No, we go straight.
Yes.
We go straight.
But see,
Hi,
that's when the
everybody.
devil.
Thank you for joining. I see you all. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming.
See,
Go ahead,
and that's
Carolyn.
that's when the devil thought he had me. See, but no, he ain't had me. He had nothing on me. You know, everything he thought he had on me, God had something better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me say hi to Kalila. Hi to Kevin. Let's say hi to Thomasina. Hi to Michelle. Go over to let me see, it's on Twitter. And let me go to LinkedIn. Let's say hello. See my other country.
Hello, everybody.
I know, Clump. You really built up an audience now. This is amazing. Assalamu alaikum. Hi, sister. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you coming. I love that special love that you give me. I appreciate you so much, Sister Kalila. Thank you.
I miss you, Thomasina.
I know, right? Man, I was about to cry when I saw. I'm like, oh my God, there go Tommy. That's what I call her all the time, Tommy.
Yes.
So,
Wow.
anything significant that, like, a little tips? We give sneak peeks of the book.
Um,
You want to give us some sneak peeks to dialogue, to
um,
conversation around that?
um, Wow. Um, wow. Like, mm, I I just want to talk about a little bit about how the disease of addiction uh, take you away from the family. It takes your money. It takes your your joy. It takes your soul. It takes everything,
Mm-hmm.
everything, everything you had. The disease just takes it away, you know,
Sure.
and, and,
Mm-hmm.
and, it's, and you're stripped. It's like they say, rock bottom, rock
Mm-hmm.
bottom, rock bottom. See, in the first part of my book, that's what I'm gonna be speaking about, the lost soul, how
Mm-hmm.
I just was stripped of everything.
Yeah.
Everything was gone. Everything was gone. But the good part about it is like I learned. I have learned from writing and putting in my book
Mm-hmm.
the reason for it all. The
Okay.
reason for it all. So,
Okay.
but towards the end, it's going to be powerful. It's going to be really powerful.
Oh, I'm sure
And
it's powerful from the
yes,
beginning to the
yes.
end.
Just know, I'm just going to give y'all this. Just know that Philadelphia is the main source of my book.
Come on.
The city of Philadelphia is the main source of my book.
Nice.
And I'm just
Wow.
going to leave y'all with that.
That's
That,
amazing.
yeah.
That is amazing. Let me just give you also a shout out for Women's History Month. Welcome and happy Women's History Month, Carolyn Jones Horsey, who is an up and coming author. Happy Women's History Month. Um, I'd like to talk to the audience at this time about what's up and coming on
Yeah.
our show. We have a wonderful woman named Lavette who
Mm-hmm.
wrote a book. She was in, I think, my graduating class. She was on with us last night as well. And
Mm-hmm.
she wrote a book. And let me see if I can pull up her stuff. She wrote a book and she sent it all to me last night. I was talking to her. So she's going to be coming on. I have let me see, LAV. Then we have, in honor of Women's History Month, family members coming on. Dr. Dawson coming on. Oh, she said, yes, I was in graduating class. She's on. She's looking. See, Carol, look at your audience. Girl. What's the name of your book? Put it in the chat, Lavette, so that I can shout you out because you're going to be coming on shortly. Um, and then we have Dr. Dawson coming on. We got Tiana coming on. They're going to be talking about a Black woman's struggle. We'll cover
Mm.
that will be March the 14th. So stay
Wow.
tuned for that. Black woman struggle with careers. The whole month of March is about a Black woman struggling from something. Daddy's Girl, The Waiting Game is
Mm.
Lavette's book, and she will be on at some point this month as well. We're in the process of
Okay.
getting weeks for her. So back to you, Carolyn. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Lavette. Thank you,
Wow.
Camilla. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Kevin. I see you all. Thank you, Mahmoud. Thank you all for coming. I really do appreciate all of your love and support that you have given. Bring it to the table.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
some interesting titles.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Isn't it
Yeah.
good? Well,
Yes.
it's vital information that's needed to help communities heal and help the women in our communities continue to soar, because that's what Black women been doing. They just
Yes.
been they're taking our men away from us between jail and substance abuse and
Yes.
gun violence. So
Mm-hmm.
we have to go into these roles, you know. So yeah, we're powerful and we're more than
Yes.
powerful.
Yeah.
And I've been it's called a lot of profound words that I haven't even heard of
Girl,
lately.
tell me.
You
Wow.
know. So now, what else? What are your first chapter? What'd you name it? You named the first chapter already?
The lost soul.
Ooh.
Yeah, the
Ooh.
lost soul. That's what I was speaking about when I first came on.
Mhm.
But just know throughout the front of the book to the end of the book,
Mhm.
nothing has happened to me. Everything has happened for me.
Nice. It's not happening
For
to you, it's
me.
happening for you.
Yes.
Love
Didn't
it.
happen to me. Yes.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
Yeah. Only through the grace of God.
And so this is your final episode. So can you say to the audience what your target audience, what is it that you want them to get from reading your book? And why should they read Carolyn's book? There's so many books out there about God and addiction and all. What's significant about your book? Why should they
Well,
read?
what's I would say that what's significant about the book that I'm writing, my book, um, it's also going to be a turnout for like maybe a self-help book. You might have some family members. You may not know scripture. You might not know God, but the way I'm placing and writing my book, it's going to have scripture behind it. So if you read something that occurred through my in my life, in how I got through, how I got by, just read it. Just read it. It's
Mhm,
gonna be
mhm,
it's gonna be worth picking up to
mhm,
read.
mhm.
So I would say that it's not gonna be a book where you're gonna push to the side. It's not
Okay.
gonna be one of those books. It's gonna
It's
be a
going to
book
be
that's gonna keep your attention.
what we call those books that hold the audience or the reader's attention.
Yes,
Page turn. It's going to be a page turner.
yes,
You're going to be able to put it down.
yes.
You're going to be able to put it down. And so, just for you, for the future too, dropping those tidbits is going to be good. Keep your audience on the edge of their chair.
Yeah.
You know, one part of my book that I specifically remember not being sure if I wanted to put it in there or not was the amount of abortions that I had experienced in my life, and then having
Mm-hmm.
to know that God forgave me, but holding myself hostage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One person called me up and emailed me as well and said, had you not written that in that book and I read that, I would never, ever, ever have the opportunity to be free
See?
from holding myself hostage,
Oh, yeah.
making myself literally sick from the
Mm-hmm.
abortion that I had. And she thanked me and wanted to take me out to dinner. I says, no, no, no. That's what the book is for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everybody is living in a chapter of their book right now.
Yes,
If
exactly. We
you're
all
willing,
have stories. We all have stories.
tell them
Yeah,
plum. And
we
the issue
all
is,
have stories, whether you're an addict or not.
but
Okay,
why, but
you may
why,
not
but what
never,
makes,
right? You may never had touched drugs before,
mhm,
of any kind, but
mhm.
we all have stories.
But
Yeah.
what's the difference in everybody having a story than what you and I had done? See?
Yeah.
What's
That.
what's
Yeah.
the difference? The difference is we in our recovery life has learned a skill of telling on yourself. And people
Yes.
keep secrets.
Yes. Secrets
They
keep
won't
you sick.
they won't tell.
Yes.
That's notice that's the
That's
difference between
exactly. And that's why they still where they are. They stuck. Okay. Because of those secrets. You gotta let
and
them go. Yes.
what
Gotta
about
talk about them.
mm-hmm,
Because I didn't want to talk about me in the beginning. I had nothing to talk to nobody. No, 'cause that was my problem, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so when we know that when you have a secret in the dark, it grows.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why verbalization, even in treatment, working in treatment, to be have the ability to verbalize something gives you your power back.
That's it.
You
All
know,
day,
that's
every day.
talk
Mhm.
about it, talk about it, talk about it.
All day, every day.
Here's
Yeah.
another thing. People don't have other people that's in their life that they can be gut level honest with and talk about it.
That's right.
I know two people right now in my own family system because of their careers, they won't talk about it.
Mm. Mm. Wow.
Of their careers, they won't. It's hush hush. Don't bring that up. That's a no no. Sweep it under the rug. But here we bring it to the table so healing can take place.
Yes. Yeah. And another thing, you never look for happiness in the same place you lost it. Never. Yes.
Ooh, that's some tea for you, honey.
Yes.
The same
Girl.
place you lost it. Don't look for happiness in the same place you lost it.
Mm-mm.
Edwina on the phone. Edwina's calling us now. You want to say hi? Sexy grandma Edwina calling.
Hey, Edwin. On
Yeah,
Edwin.
put her on. Hey, Auntie. Walaikum salam. How you doing, Auntie? You on the radio show with us. You on the podcast.
I'm on the where?
You on the air with me. How you doing? Somebody want to say hi.
Okay.
Say it.
Hi, Aunt Edwin. Hello.
What you say, Aunt Edwina?
I'm tipsy. Who the
What
hell is it?
She said, I'm tipsy. That's Carolyn. We're on my podcast talking about her book. She's writing a book, Auntie. And you called. So we're live right now, and you just told the whole world that you're tipsy.
She just.
Tipsy too.
She said they get tipsy too, the world. I'm gonna call you back, Auntie.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm gonna call you back because I'm right on the air right now.
How you doing? I'm Paris. She wanted me to just talk to you. I'm writing a book too. We're just having a little struggles. But maybe we could talk later if possible.
Sure. There is a known author, up and coming new author that's on my podcast right now. We're talking live. So I'm gonna hang up with you and let us finish our conversation. We're almost done, and then I'll call you back.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, love you too, Auntie.
Oh, wait, Edwin.
Ain't that smart?
Edwin. When I first met her up there at Newark at the club, she said, "Can you buy me half a pint?"
She don't play that.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
she
my
don't play
girl.
that. She don't play that.
Yes.
That's so yeah, I'm proud of you. You have
Thank you.
come a long way. We have come a long way.
Yes, we
Um,
did.
you're
You.
my best friend in the whole wide world. Although on my high school thing, I did reconnect with my high school best friend last night.
Okay.
We were
Cool.
on the podcast. She was
Cool.
on the podcast. I reconnected with her from high school. Stacy,
Wonderful.
my best friend, And now
Wonderful.
I'm like, oh my God, I got my best friend, and I got my best friend.
I
That's
hope you guys have a great time at your reunion.
and I thank you for supporting us because you were on yesterday too. You were up there having a
Yeah.
ball.
Yes. Yep.
Well,
I'm gonna jump on every chance I get.
thank you so much, and you will. Soon you'll be having your own podcast too. You're gonna have to have your. Yep,
Woo.
I'll set that up for you.
Yeah.
And whatever comes with the package that we discussed or whatever, we'll keep talking
Okay.
and keep
Yes.
working and keep doing
Yes.
God's work and keep helping people heal from addiction and all these
Yes.
types of crises and different things that's happen in mental health, things of that nature. I'm proud of
Yes.
you. I wish you
Thank
well,
you.
endeavors.
I
I'm here
thank
for
God for you.
thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Me and you against the world. It's been like that for
That's
18
it.
long,
That's
long
it.
years. You know.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, I'm proud of you, Pump. Somebody just said, I'm proud of you, Pump. Let me see who said that. Okay, they on your page. You have to look at that on your page.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, they on the call to Philly. Let me see if I can go there. See who said that. Groups. I don't know who they are. You got a lot of people on your page, Plump.
Woohoo! They coming out.
Hmm. I'm proud of you. That was Lenora Weaves.
Who? Lenore Weaves. Okay.
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
oh yeah, Lenore.
Lenore, thank you for coming, Lenore.
Thank you,
Appreciate you.
Lenore.
Yeah. You had like 9 or 10 people on your page. Hi, I'm Winston. That's Raheem's brother. Winston is here. Thank you
Hi,
all for joining.
Winston.
Appreciate you. Now, before we go, let's go give a shout out to YouTube. Let's see who's on the YouTube channel. That's where most of my family go. They always go to YouTube.
Okay.
Live right now. Let's see who. Thank you for joining, Nini. Hello. Hi,
Hi,
I see
Dee.
you. Oh, there go my friend from Dubai. Oh, thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you coming. There go my friend from Canada. They're always up there. I'm looking for my guy. Nope, I don't see him. But well, Plum, this
Thank
is your last segment.
everybody. Thank
Yeah.
everybody for the
Mhm.
support. Yes.
And please keep looking out because she's going to drop tiblets in her group. So go to her group page. That was the Call to Philly on Facebook. And you can just click invite and you can and we'll let you in. And look out for Carolyn having live streams on her Call to Philly page. She'll be doing that herself now. Doc B is not going to do this platform anymore until I do the authors parade. And there's going to be a parade of African American women at the end of this month inside
Yes.
of on the podcast.
All right.
For joining. God bless you and good night.
All right. Good night, everybody. Love you guys.